right, let's talk about something we all do, about 20,000 times a day without even thinking about it. Breathing. But what if I told you that how you breathe could be the secret to unlocking your real core strength? Or, and this is a big one, the hidden reason for that nagging pain you get after a workout. Yeah, today we're going to get into that. Okay, let me ask you something. Be honest. Have you ever finished a set of crunches and your abs feel fine, but your neck is just screaming at you? It's a super common problem. And the answer, you might be surprised to hear, has way less to do with how you're holding your head and everything to do with how you're using your lungs. You see, in Pilates, breathing isn't just this passive thing we do to get oxygen. It's an active, powerful tool. Seriously, when you use it correctly, it switches on your deepest core muscles and gives you incredible stability for your spine. When you use it incorrectly, well, that's where the neck pain comes from. So, to understand the solution, we have to look at the problem first. And the thing is, most of us, without even realizing it, just default to one of two main breathing patterns. And here's the kicker. Both of them have some pretty serious drawbacks when it comes to movement and core work. So let's meet our two main characters. On one side, we've got chest breathing, which you can think of as the stressed breath. And on the other, there's abdominal or belly breathing, the one we all associate with being relaxed. They seem like total opposites, but I'm going to tell you why neither one is ideal when you're exercising. Let's really put these two patterns head to head and see what's actually happening inside the body when we do them. The differences are pretty fascinating, and they get right to the core of the problem. Okay, so check this out. With chest breathing, all the muscles doing the work are up in your neck and shoulders. The whole movement is this upward shrug, and the end result is just a lot of tension. Then you have abdominal breathing. Here, the diaphragm, our main breathing muscle, is doing the work, pushing the belly out. The result? Relaxation. Sounds good, right? But as we're about to see, it's got its own set of issues. Chest breathing. This is the direct cause of that sore neck after crunches feeling. You're literally using muscles in your neck and shoulders to lift your rib cage. It's a really inefficient way to breathe, it creates a ton of tension, and it completely ignores your deep core muscles. They're just not involved. So what about abdominal breathing? It's fantastic for calming down. It's super efficient at getting oxygen into your system. But here's the catch. To get a really full belly breath, you have to completely let go of your ab muscles. Just relax them. And that's great for meditating, but it's terrible when you need to stabilize your spine during an exercise. And this brings us right to the big question. If chest breathing makes us tense and abdominal breathing makes us unstable, how are we supposed to breathe deeply and efficiently while also keeping our core strong and supported when we're moving? Well, this is where the Pilates method is just brilliant. It doesn't ask you to choose between the two. Instead, it integrates the best parts of both into a brand new powerful pattern that's designed for exactly this purpose. It's called lateral ribcage breathing. It's a way to get that deep, satisfying diaphragmatic breath without letting your core go completely limp. It's a hybrid approach, designed from the ground up for stability in motion. The goals here are pretty simple. There are 3 of them. First, you still want to use the diaphragm to get an efficient breath. Second, you have to keep your deep core muscles, especially your transverse abdominis, which is basically your body's natural corset, gently switched on. And third, you redirect the breath so it expands your rib cage out to the sides and into your back. Okay, that's the theory, but how does this actually feel? Let's get practical and talk about how you can actually use this technique right now. You can try this wherever you are. As you inhale, instead of letting your belly pop out or your shoulders shrug up, imagine your rib cage expanding sideways, like an accordion opening up. Feel it widen. Then, as you exhale, feel those ribs narrow as you gently draw your belly button in, back towards your spine. Now, the timing is what ties this all together. There's a golden rule in Pilates. We almost always exhale on the hardest part of the movement, the exertion. And this isn't just a random rule. There's a really good reason for it. Because the act of exhaling, especially when you focus on that navel to spine idea, naturally fires up your deepest core stabilizers. We're talking that transverse abdominis and the pelvic floor. You're coordinating your moment of maximum stability with your moment of maximum effort. It is a biomechanical superpower. Okay, to really lock this concept in your brain, there's this fantastic analogy that just perfectly captures the feeling of this breathing technique. And I promise, once you hear it, you won't forget it. This is it.
This one sentence illustrates the entire concept. Think about it. It's like you're playing an accordion while wearing a corset. Sounds a little strange, maybe, but it's the perfect description of this kind of dynamic stability.
Let's break that down. The corset represents your deep core muscles, your transverse abdominis, wrapped snugly around your midsection, giving you constant stability. That corset stays tight. The accordion is your rib cage. It can't expand forward because of the corset, so it has no choice but to expand out to the sides to draw in air. You get stability and breath working together perfectly. And this contrasts so well with the other two patterns, right? Just breathing feels like you're wearing a shirt that's just too tight, so all you can do is shrug your shoulders. Abdominal breathing is like loosening your belt after a huge meal. Total relaxation, yeah, but zero support. Lateral breathing, that's the support of corset. You're active, you're stable, and you're ready for anything. So the big takeaway here is that your breath isn't just something that happens to you. It is a powerful tool that you can consciously control to improve your posture, to get more out of your workouts, and to generate strength from your true center. And that leaves us with one final thought. What if the next level of your core strength, the end of your neck pain, and a much deeper connection to your own body isn't about doing one more crunch, but is simply waiting for you in your very next breath?